So in this video I'm going to discuss the differences between snooker balls and pool balls, as well as differences between the cues that's used for snooker and pool. As you can see, snooker balls are smaller than pool balls by a fairly significant amount. So the pool balls, regulation size pool balls, are 2 1/4 inches in diameter, whereas snooker balls are 2 1/15 inches in diameter. Although a lot of the times a set of snooker balls might be 2 1/16 inch in diameter. So snooker balls being smaller than pool balls, that makes it difficult to use pool cues on snooker balls, or vice versa, snooker cues on pool balls, because the differences in the sizes. And I'm going to talk about the differences in the cues in a second. The differences in size also makes it difficult to play pool on a snooker table as well as snooker on a pool table, because the height of the rails are different, the size of the pockets are different. So there's actually the size of the balls matter significantly when you play. So on the left here we have a pool cue, and on the right we have a snooker cue. The key difference between the two types of cues is the tip size. So typically a pool cue, the tip size will vary between 11.5 millimeters to 13 millimeters, whereas a snooker cue, the tip size will vary from 8 millimeters to 10, perhaps 10.5 millimeters at most. So that is the major difference between the two types of cues. So on the left here we have a snooker cue along with the extensions, and on the right we have a set of pool cues. That's a playing cue, a jump cue, and a break cue. So typically in snooker, a player will only need one cue because there's no hard break shots, and there's no jump shots allowed in snooker. Therefore you just use one cue. But in pool, you have a hard break shot, so typically players will have a breaking cue, and jump shots requires a jump cue, and then you have a playing cue for regular shots. So most snooker cues, as you will see in the end here, there will be a hole that allows you to insert the extensions into, simply because the tables are so big that often you will need an extension and rest to play a lot of the shots. Another key difference between snooker and pool cues is that most snooker cues, although not all of them, most snooker cues are made with ash wood. As you can see, the grains on the snooker cues very clearly. But on a pool cue, the wood is typically maple, where you don't really see the wood grains that clearly. Another thing is that snooker cues may come in one piece, or in the case of my cue, it actually breaks apart into two, but it doesn't break in the middle. It breaks in about 1/4 and 3/4 distance-wise along the cue. All pool cues pretty much break right in the middle. Anyway, so in another video I'm going to discuss the differences between good cues and average cues as well, so look out for that one.